Imagine for a second the story of the Little Mermaid, not the vibrant Technicolor version you grew up watching, filled with catchy songs and dreamlike happy endings, but the truth. A story steeped in horror, sacrifice, and unbearable pain that Disney meticulously chose to hide from you. Get ready, because what you are about to hear will irrevocably change your view of the innocent red-haired mermaid named Ariel forever. Do you really believe that those new human legs came without a price? Without a torment that would shatter the strongest of souls? Hans Christian Andersen's original unabridged tale is brutal, a far cry from the sanitized fantasy sold to millions. Every single step Ariel took on land was described as walking on the sharpest of knives, a constant excruciating agony that she had to endure with a smile. The constant pain was a horrific hidden secret behind her graceful movements. Her voice, the most beautiful in all the seven seas, was not just a simple sacrifice given to the sea witch. It was the catastrophic loss of her very essence, her identity. It was as if she had been hollowed out, emptied of everything that made her who she was, leaving behind a beautiful, silent shell. This was not a bargain. It was a mutilation. She wasn't just trading her voice for a chance at love. She was trading her soul for a fleeting dream, and the payment was a relentless, unending physical torment that she could never speak of, never share, and never escape. Her silent screams were drowned out by the crashing waves of the shore she so desperately wanted to belong to, a permanent resident in a world of suffering. And the prince? Ah, the prince. He was the object of her obsession, the reason for her immense sacrifice. But did he ever truly see her? He never saw her as more than a beautiful, silent curiosity, an enchanting, found object. He was fond of her, yes, but did he love her? Or did he just like the idea of her? While she suffered in agonizing silence, her feet bleeding with every dance, he treated her like an exotic pet, a charming plaything he could show off at court. She was fundamentally misunderstood, her deep sorrow and sacrifice completely ignored. He would pat her head, call her his little foundling, and let her sleep on a velvet cushion outside his door. She was a possession, not a partner. He was enamored with her beauty and her strange, silent nature, but his heart, his true love, was already promised to another. A human princess he mistakenly believed was his true savior. Ariel, the real savior who had pulled him from the shipwreck, remained invisible to him. Her greatest act of love completely unseen and uncredited. The irony is devastating. She gave up everything for a man who could not and would not see her for who she truly was. But the darkest part, the soul-crushing detail that Disney would never dare to show its audience, is the final, horrifying ultimatum. After the prince announces his marriage to the human princess, Ariel is given one last, desperate chance. Her sisters, having sacrificed their own beautiful hair to the sea witch, bring her an enchanted dagger. In order for Ariel to survive and avoid dissolving into sea foam, she would need to commit an unthinkable act. She would have to kill the prince and his new bride on their wedding night, plunging the magic dagger into his heart, and then let his warm blood pour over her transformed legs. Only then would she revert back to a mermaid and be able to return to the sea. Can you even imagine that? Our Ariel, the mermaid we know and love, standing over the sleeping man she adores, a cold, sharp knife trembling in her hand, faced with the choice to murder her love to save herself. This is the true climax of the original story, a moment of profound moral and emotional crisis. It's a heartbreaking, impossible dilemma, a choice between murder and self-annihilation. Her entire being was torn apart, and in the end, she couldn't do it. Whether out of profound compassion or perhaps a final crippling weakness, she failed to strike the blow. She dropped the dagger and chose her own demise over the destruction of his happiness and her fate. What happened to the mermaid who gave up everything? She didn't become human. She didn't turn into sea foam immediately, an instant, merciful end. Instead, she became one of the daughters of the air. These are ethereal spirits who for 300 long years must float unseen through the world, doing good deeds in the desperate hope that they might one day, perhaps, earn an immortal soul. It is an ethereal, empty existence, a ghost-like limbo without a body to feel, without a voice to sing, without the ability to touch or be touched. An eternal, uncertain purgatory. Think about it for a moment. The sheer purity of such a great sacrifice, and yet it is framed as a failure. She is punished for her love, for her compassion. Disney, of course, preferred a grand royal wedding, a triumphant defeat of the villain, and optimistic feel-good songs. They gave us a fairy tale. But the truth, the unfiltered truth, is that Ariel was condemned to an eternity of uncertainty, all for a love that was, in the end, just an illusion. She was a cautionary tale, not a role model for young dreamers. Her story was not about achieving your dreams against all odds, but about the catastrophic consequences of losing yourself in the pursuit of something or someone who will never truly value you. She didn't get the prince. She didn't get her happy ending. She didn't even get a peaceful death. She was sentenced to centuries of invisible servitude. Was the real intended message of this tale a stark warning about the danger of obsession? A commentary on how much we are willing to give up of ourselves for another, often for an idealized version of a person who doesn't exist? Andersen's original story is a dark, reflective mirror for the desperate search for acceptance, for belonging, and the absolutely devastating price that is sometimes paid for it. It speaks to the pain of unrequited love and the folly of sacrificing one's core identity. Disney's beloved adaptation is not just a watered-down version. It is a complete and total denial of the tragic depth and the dark, complex lessons of the original story. They sold us a beautiful, comforting dream, but in doing so, they stole our reality, a much more profound and somber truth about life, love, and loss. After hearing this, can you still see the bubbly, determined Ariel in the same way? The mermaid who sacrificed herself not for a reciprocated love, but for a fantasy that was never hers, and whose ultimate fate was far crueler than any simple, happy ending could ever convey. Leave your comment below. What do you think Disney was really trying to hide from us? Like, share, and subscribe to our channel to uncover more dark secrets behind your favorite stories.